I'm in a happy place, and I'm getting the work in that I need, and just excited, about my future.
What does it mean to you to come to Chicago, though? First time as in a different uniform here.
It's exciting, to come back, to play the Cubs. I guess it feels okay,
A fresh start.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs it from time to time. How much did the burden of, as Tim Anderson goes, the White Sox goes?
Yeah,
Is it nice to have it gone, and how hard was it?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. I'm glad I definitely, gone because, it definitely takes a whole team to win. And, finally to be from, under the umbrella is, now I can play the game free and, just play my role.
It must have felt like you guys would be together for a long time at some point.
Yeah, but you always know that, it's going to come to an end, on the business side of things. And I understood that.
You could never say, I'm sorry, sure. You could never say it was time for me to go somewhere else. But was that in your thoughts when you were dealing with injuries and not being able to help the team for the last few years?
Yeah, that was in my thoughts, throughout that process because, I asked for extensions, year after year. So, that's always, been in my thought process and understanding that, you're not going to always spend, your whole season, your whole career with one team. And I understood that. And we all know how, how it works.
How was that conversation, that final conversation, when you were hearing you would not be with the White Sox?
It was good. It was a good conversation. I talked with Jerry. We also had a couple phone calls. In the off season as well, and talked to Getz. And we understood that it was time. For them to go their way and me to go my way. And I understood that. And it's been great since. I've been happy. I've been in a great place.
Tim, how do you hope Sox fans look back on your 8 seasons?
However they want to, however they want to. It's not really, up to me. I just know, the last year that I spent there was tough, and and then finally to be able to, make it through and be on the other side. I'm happy. I'm in a great place. My smile's back, and I'm back to, back on my journey.
Taking on the face of the new player in baseball. You kind of did that 4 or 5 years ago, kind of said this is a new day, people should be able to express themselves, but how difficult was it for you to carry that load?
It could be tough at times, but we're here now, and people are having fun, their bat flips, and people are expressing themselves, and, just to finally, see the game where it is now, it's in a good spot, and overall, I'm happy, I'm not really worried about nothing else. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm in a good place, and I'm continuing to keep working on myself to, continue to keep getting better and get back to, the player I used to be.
Tim, when you think about your career, one of the things that really stands out is Iowa. Mm-hmm. Do you ever think about what that meant and how that thrill that was for the team and for baseball? Yeah,
it left a mark in the game. People will never forget that moment, ever. That's going to always be around. And that's enough for me.
Did you keep in touch with anyone at the White Sox?
I talked to some of the guys, but not really on a day-to-day basis. They're doing their thing, and I'm off doing mine as well.
Why do you think after 21 things went the other way for the team?
We wasn't winning. You weren't really winning, and I don't know, man. A lot of my decisions as well, off the field, kind of interrupted with a lot of things as well. We understood that, and it's hard to win when you don't have the right guys to go out and compete. You know what I mean? And that want to win it. But that don't have anything to do with with where we are now. I'm only looking forward, I'm not looking back. I wish them well, but I'm gonna continue to keep trusting my process and continue to keep going and growing.
You've had a lot of challenges in your life personally, with your best friend coming over initially, and then your stuff, as you admitted, being out on the street after you being such a big-time Chicagoan, doing so much for your charities and everything else. Personally, how difficult was that for you to deal with as a human being?
That don't matter now. All we're talking about is moving forward, and not really worried about what anybody think at this point. I done made it to this point to not even think back on those things or even worried about what anybody opinion Anybody. It don't matter. You know what I mean? It don't matter. If it's not making me better, then I kind of don't want to hear it.
Is it safe to say that
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
We'll take a
safe-
couple more questions.
safe to say that Tim Anderson is at peace?
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. I'm probably in the best place that I've been, you know, throughout my life and, you know, throughout my career. So I'm happy for sure.
Tim, I
Have you
remember
thought about-
going into 2019. I remember talking to you at Camelback in a room for an hour, and you know you hadn't hit much the year before, and they're talking Machado, and you said, "I'm going to be great this year," and you were. Do you have a feeling, you know, at this crossroads you're at, that the next wave of that is coming? And
Yeah. You know, if you take those tools, I mean, I'm still the same person. I'm learning a lot more now. You know, I'm sharpening up tools a lot more. So yeah, I mean, I'm never gonna close that window. I think that I'm gonna go the other way. I'm always gonna, you know, try to get better and you know, better myself as a person and as a player.
Have you thought at all about what the experience will be like when you play guaranteed rate again, and what do you think about that?
I haven't thought that before. You know, I looked on the schedule and they come to us, so I haven't really thought about, you know, going towards guaranteed rate or visiting it.
But just being in Chicago, what are your emotions right now?
They're so different, you know what I mean? Like, it could be love, it could be hate, you know what I mean? It's just so emotional. But, I mean, I don't really know. You know, I don't really know because, you know, the last year kind of took a lot out of me. And consider, you know, what my years was before then. You know, just one decision kind of, you know, messed that up. And I'm okay with that. But they're kind of up and down. But I only want to think about, you know, my career and what I can do to better myself as a person and as a player.